I was gonna do a bundle, and I actually, you know what? I did do a bundle. It just wasn't good, so you don't get to see it. Sorry. If you, the elites were 80s and 81s. The 84 plus was 84s, and the 82 plus was an 82. Deal with it. Let's talk about the market and some things going on in the game, because there's a pretty big shift. So let's talk about the first thing here that I've seen, you guys have seen. I've seen people ask about it. What is the deal with this stuff? Face cam, get out of my way. Don't need you. On the bottom left, we see this little arrow. Looks like a U-turn, kind of sideways, maybe a backward C, however you want to see it. It says items returned upon completion. Normally within sets, that means, guess what? You put cards into a set, you get cards back out of a set. Not the set card that you're trying to do. Because if you go down here, you see there's a couple sets that doesn't have that on there, but you still get cards out of it. Because trust me, we've all done the base team item set, right? So what does that mean? Well, one of two things. Well, first off, somebody messed up. Should we get make rights for something like this? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think anyone's done any of these sets thinking that. Some of you guys probably have, or, you know, hindsight would be, oh yeah, of course I thought I was, of course, like, that's fine, that's fair. But it shouldn't be on all of the sets. Not all of them. It's on all of the other ones, right? It is everywhere. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. Now, EA normally, when they make mistakes, they do indeed give make rights. But will that happen? Will that not happen? I don't know. I'm not telling you to go through and do any of these things. I'm not saying that, because we have no idea, because that would be massive. Like, if I got every card back for every set that I did, that would be crazy. But the crazier part is what happens in sets like this, right? In the future. Now, last year it was, let's say, old style. You get 84 to 85 headliners. You put them in, you get a B and D pack back. Bam. And say pick 3, pick 4, pick 5 B and D headliner players, whatever it is. This year, you don't have to put in headliner players into this set. Some of the other sets that we see throughout the year, I'm sure will be the same way. I don't think Legends will be that way personally, but hey, that's just me. So would it only be if you put it in, you get it back? Or is it any 84 to 85? Like, what's EA's design? They haven't said anything about it. The text here doesn't say anything about and get a choice back of stuff. Something is definitely wrong there. I don't know the solution. I don't know what their intention is on how to handle this stuff. So there's just so much we don't know about it. But yes, I've seen it. You guys have seen it. We'll see what they do. EA, I need you to do 2 things for me right now. 1, since you're watching the video, thank you so much, EA Sports. 1, remove the icon from sets that it shouldn't be on. Okay. And 2, put out a message, say, guys, we're sorry. We're looking into it. And you can do a little something there. I don't know if you don't want to do that because the game isn't actually out yet, but it's not good. It is kind of misleading, because if you've played MUT in the past, you would always get stuff back from hero sets, not this other stuff, right? This other stuff you'd never got anything back from, but these ones you did. Let's talk about market and changes now, because what they did is going to have a big impact. If you're looking to build the best team in Madden, make sure you avoid the packs and save some racks. Heading over to MMOEXP.com. Use my code CC for 5% off. Link is in the description down below. We are looking at price charts. Right now, training price is around 60. We're going to call it that. If you don't know what that is, it's like you divide coins by training value of a card, and that's the price. And that's normally what helps us dictate to know where the market is at, because the cheapest training, you get it. So we actually don't really have a lot of use for training right now. So prices are going to be a little bit higher than they normally would be. But how does 60 compare to last year? Well, this year they obviously reduced the overalls of cards from a max of 2. Last year, highest core elites were 88s. This year they're 86s. Headliner 86s, headliner 84s. Champion 89s, champion 87s. So just everything's down by 2. So what they also did was they changed the value of the training on the cards themselves. In 85 last year was 1400 training. This year we can see right here, it's a little small, but it's 1080. It's 320, which is about a 40% change in training. What this means to us is that EA is going to try to make this last longer. Again, it's part of their plan. Start the overalls lower, give us less training. So that means that cards can have some value a little longer. What I mean by some value is if the training started, if we were operating under the same training ratio is last year to start. Again, I watched a video back, so this is accurate. I bought 2,800 training for 52,000 coins last year, right? So you can do the math there. For me to get 2,800 training here would be 285s and then some, and then we're talking 150k, right? So it's a big difference, a massive difference. But if training was 18, I'm gonna pull out a calculator for this. Like, it's great. 1,700 training for an 86, right? Times 18. These cards would be 30k. They would be 30k. So obviously that can't be the way it is. Get it? Got it? Good. So that is a big change. A couple things that are causing this change. One, it's obviously the overall change. Two, they're reducing the number of training on cards. Three, they're trying to make the game last longer. Four, the market is a little bit dead right now because this is what always happens during the pre-orders time of the game. Prices go up a bit. There's not as much to do. People stop opening less packs, etc., etc., etc. So that's pretty normal. So when you look at the auction house, you can see some of these things. A Josh Jacobs is, a cheap 86, but the 87s are actually pretty good values, honestly. So if you're doing team building, we did a video yesterday where we went over why we use platinum cards. If you need a more in-depth talk, go watch that video. If you're thinking about, I don't know, what else should I do with my team? Well, there's two things you can do. And they're not bad options here because the prices are actually pretty relative based on overalls. The 84s this year are actually cheaper than 86s were last year. Again, that's the same equivalent overall. 86s last year were, I don't know, 50k. This year they're under 40, okay? But you needed, I think it was like 3 86s to get an 89 last year, whatever it was. I forget exactly, but getting really cheap 84s isn't a bad thing. And they're going to be 84 headline players for the most part. Then, I'm not saying complete the Kenny Pickett or the JOK or the Cam Curl set, but I would hold on to them because we are likely going to get headliners part 2. I think this is like a safe area to have like coins in. So if you had a team of 84s and those 3 87s you could get, not the worst thing in the world. Again, like, this isn't bad. It's not bad. What is it? About 190 to do a set for an 87 headliner right now. It's not bad. Okay. But don't do the set. Just wait, right? Because more stuff's going to come out. I feel like what may happen, and again, this isn't a call to action for you to go buy cards or do anything like that. I'm going to get a couple 84s. I'm going to, but I'm not like spending all my coins on it either. What's most likely to happen is that the 84s can rise and the 85s and 86s can fall. Again, we look at the prices here. The 86s are pricey, man. They are pricey. What are 86s? Core Elites. And that 175k target price, that's for like 2 cards, Josh Jacobs and the punter. The rest of them are 400 or 500k basically. It's pretty insane. I mean, 87 is half the price. It's half the price, okay? But one of the reasons why these specific cards, 84s and 87s, are cheap right now, and you guys can mark this down and use this information for the rest of the year, it's because what is in the store? 84 plus. Okay. What is this headliners bundle? It's also 84 plus. So they're giving us those cards very consistently, and since that's the only thing in the store, really, people are buying it. So the 84 headliners are cheaper than they probably would be normally. If that was an 82 plus topper, the 84s are a little more expensive. If the 84s are more expensive, then the 87 headliners are more expensive. So keep that in mind, okay? What should I buy? Are there anything good? Not really. Like, not really good. But there's some things you shouldn't buy. For one, this is a horrible, this is maybe the worst pack ever in Madden. This might be the worst pack ever. An 87 overall headliners champion goes for What? 2,700 training. You lose 2,700 training. If you wanted to make the set for any headliner you want out of 84s, being smart, it costs you 3,400 training. Bad. This is bad too. Stay away from that. It doesn't work out very well. This one's actually not bad. 284 B&Ds isn't bad. I know if like this is the equivalent of getting 2 rookie premieres done last year for $10. Think about it that way. It's not a bad deal. It's not bad. Okay, so that's what's going on. EA's got an issue with the sets. Well, we don't know what the issue is or what the plan is. The market. I wouldn't be holding on to 86 core elites. I wouldn't. No, I don't care how good they are. I just wouldn't. Like, other stuff's gonna come and all that. 84s, not a bad place to live right now. If you wanted to build a team full of 84s, it's not a bad thing either. They're pretty good. Now, what happens with rookie premieres when they come in? Again, I don't know. I think that the market this year is it's so different. I can't predict what's going to happen. Price is going to rise, fall, do all that. I do not know. I'm being completely honest. Between, like we said, removing the trade block, limiting the platinum bundles, rookie premieres delayed, rookie premieres coming in, all this sort of stuff. It's just a congested blob of bad information for the market. We're just gonna have to see what happens. So I'm not investing, I'm not going in, but I'm going to get a few cards because I might as well, right? I'm gonna buy cheap training level 84s, the cheapest cards I can get, and put them on my team, and then probably do a set with them eventually. Okay, that's the truth. And then I forget the last part, but I hope this helps you guys. My goal throughout this video is to educate you. 1, I think we did that. 2, maybe save you some money, maybe save you some coins, and obviously then that means time. Money is time, coins or money, it's all tied together, boys. I'm just looking forward to global release, global launches tonight. We'll see what happens. If they do any content, we'll be here for it. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.